How the COVID-19 has affected my life. First, COVID-19 teach me to take the extensive precautions such as extensive hygiene protocol, avoid high-risk situation, and social distancing. Extensive hygiene protocol means I wash my hands regularly to make sure all the germs are killed, especially when I went back from buy the necessary goods. When I go out, I wear sanitizer, avoid touching my eyes, nose, and mouth. Then, avoid high-risk situation means I stop traveling to another country to avoid from being affected with COVID-19. I am also avoiding crowded places such as MRT station and bus terminal. Lastly, practice at least 2 meters or 6 feet distance between yourself and anyone who is coughing and sneezing. COVID-19 pandemic makes me realize to appreciate times that we have, such as spending times with friends, and also strengthen the relationship with my family as we create bonding during our quarantine. Okay, I must say that it is challenging for me to concentrate on the lessons since I am at home, the place where I usually relaxing my mind and spending time with my family. This means that I am facing the challenges in dividing my time when I try to accomplish things. I have to set aside time to talk and communicating with family to articulate my thoughts, sometimes helping them with house chores, and also have to attend online classes. Then, at night, I have to do all the assignments given by lecturers. Exhaustion and fatigue or drowsiness of ODL are severe than I expected when I need to use and sit in front of a computer for 6 until 7 hours. Sometimes I lose some of the important message in class, and this is quite frustrating. In normal lectures, I can easily jot down any extra information and make it easy to understand. However, sometimes in ODL, I have to deal with the connectivity problems whenever I have to stream online classes and tend to get me left behind. Despite all of the difficulties, I like the effectiveness of ODL as it allows me to get the consultation easily with my lecturers. I feel relieved because different lecturers have different ways on giving students the best online learning experience. Some of them came out with videos, PowerPoint slides, and recorded instructions, so that I could use for my revision and reference in doing assignment, tutorial, and tests. Hence, it is crucial to do a lot of self-study. Unlike the normal daily life on campus, which I have friends who always support me going through up and downs together and facing problems together, now my friends and I believe everyone across the world experiencing the lack of human interaction. For me, it is overwhelming, especially back then in college. We typically have a busy schedule with extracurricular activity and extrovert lifestyle. To ensure that our interaction of human is well maintained, I always use ODL via Microsoft Teams to discuss group assignment or doing revision together. Or you can say going back to normal routine but connected with friends virtually. I was skeptical as I think that not being face-to-face can lead to boredom as I can easily distracted. But when I did virtual discussion with my friends, it potentially reduced the risk of distraction and boredom, and also helped me in finishing my assignment. This is a major part of ODL that I really enjoy. Indeed, connectedness is important during the crisis. In my acknowledgement about the effects of MCO towards the SME, some of the SME find it difficult to keep cash flow and sustainability of the business as a criteria that the government puts for premises to operate is narrowed for the basic essential such as pharmacy, grocery stores, and restaurants. This will cause the low sufficient of supply and demand that force them to cut down the costs, which result in the increasing of unemployment. Thus, they scratch every penny from their savings to fulfill the basic need every day and also to save their business from going bankruptcy. Despite all of the difficulties that are unavoidable, government has come with the initiative to help those who in need, especially SME, which are heavily affected. Prime Minister Tan Sri Mohd has announced an additional of 10 billion ringgit for SME under Prihatin Rakyat Economic Stimulus Package on April 6, 2020. This can help to boost the purchasing power and indirectly help to reduce the number of unemployment. Technologies that SMEs should use to help their business survive. MCO. One of the things that have perhaps become clear to the SME during the Movement Control Order MCO is that business is no longer the usual. The pandemic has changed the consumer behaviors, so SME are forced to adapt with new technology for survival. If they don't change and transform digitally, they will cease to exist. SME are urged to rebuild their business by seeking out new market and grab new market share by considering the export market, as before this, SME only contributes 17% of export, so there is a plenty of room to grow. The export market is easier by using e-commerce marketplaces as it involves cross-border trade. Thus, SME could get a good profitability due to exchange rate and can achieve sustainability for the business. To penetrate a new market, SME is suggested to use a B2C model, which is selling the products or services to the consumer over the internet. This shows that SME can be a pure play business or virtual which can operate on the internet without a physical store. Thus, SME can decrease the cost of operation as a business will be conducted on the internet, which more sustained than traditional form of business brick and mortar. SME should not lose focus on the B2C model as it gives the business speed to penetrate a new market. Common B2C are e-shop, which highly accessible as business can operate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week and 365 days a year. The consumers can buy at any hour of the day without leaving their houses. Hence, the SME's mind should change to cope with the technology, as this is the only way to reach out the consumers without going through the level of distributors. Even in a new market, they can engage consumers with the relevant digital content and build their brand presence online in a different market while having full control of their brand messaging.